Hello, all of you adventuring beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Horizon Lost World of Darkness Mage, Season 2, Episode 4, Nuclear Owl Detected. We shall begin, as we always do, with introductions, beginning with Kerr.
Hello everyone, I am Kerr, I am the Storyteller, I am the one here to bring happy fun times to everybody. And I am here with my babies, and they might be bringing out the nuclear owl, so we'll see. And also, just to let everyone know what the donation goal is, because it's not all there. The actual tip goal today is, what's the worst that could happen? I felt it appropriate if the players are considering detonating the owl nuke. I'm sure everything will be fine.
And I am Nesil playing Alexis McKenna and making a save point right now.
I am Zim, and I am playing as Cody, the financier of the group, currently a dog, also a knight of the fair folk, in particular Domino. Off to
Portia
you,
Wainwright, I'm... Yeah. You threw me off. Portia Wainwright, and I'm totally not growing a doppelganger of myself in the lab. Being played by Tanya Sapien. Portia is the life mage. / medic. / angel. / cult leader. She's got a lot going on.
Werenimal.
Hello, I'm Werenimal, and I'm playing Werenimal, the group's pet mundane human.
He's adorable.
And I am Tochemay. I am playing War and Peace, a traditionalist Order of Hermes mage.
I don't think you've ever done a different introduction the whole game.
Well, it's because it's Order of Hermes. Nothing ever changes with them.
I
They're
know.
completely
I was just pointing it
static.
out.
The literal world ended, and they didn't even notice. A little dust fell off of a rafter. They swiped it off of the scroll they were reading at the time and just kept on doing the same thing every day.
The Order of Hermes has a very strict way of doing things. If you are not following the proper bylaws, then it is just chaos here.
Yes, and
So yeah, let's go ahead and move it over to the recap. We're gonna have... Well, I think Portia's probably the only one that's recently seen it, so go for it. Actually, no. We're gonna have Alexis do it because his head exploded last time.
he has so much knowledge. His head exploded. That's surely the reason why.
All right, so... Yep. So last time we entered the weird field again and found what looked like an old meatpacking plant that had a lot of meat packed into it.
Oh my.
Turns out it was some sort of weird alien cyber entity that had infected this area, and initially tried to go in and see what was going on, and tried to mind meld with it, and my Alexis's head exploded. I'm sorry, his whole body exploded, I think.
Mind meld became mind melt.
Yep. And so reloaded the save point and told folks that wasn't going to work. And then we, once we got a little better handle on what the hell it was, we decided to hand it off to Isaac. And Isaac basically told us to deal with it ourselves. And so we were about to make about to try to do something about it, involving neurotoxins and dispersing a gigantic nuclear explosion into space, and that's about it.
With the deadly neurotoxins.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be okay thanks to the deadly neurotoxins.
So, just to double check and clarify, that is what we're going with?
Oh no, we've
Dispensing
got a
neurotoxins
new
in-
idea.
Oh
Okay.
god!
Because remember, we ended last session very confused about what exact plan we were going with, so...
Yes. You guys are currently outside the meat packing plant, discussing and figuring out your plans and plots. And did you have a new idea that you thought of that you were thinking of doing?
They did, apparently.
Yes, Tochemay helped me come up with a new plan.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh
He's
god!
He's going to bonk it.
Okay, let us hear this this plan of yours. I'm scared.
So first off, Cody is going to begrudgingly revert to human.
Okay.
He's going to call out, my perfect lord, how would you like a few deals made?
Oh, darling, some deals? Oh, I thought you'd never ask. As Domino literally just appears in a flash of salt lights and just comes strutting towards you. Oh, darling, what do you have in mind?
Well, you
Normally, I
see,
would tell you not to. Normally, I would tell you not to talk sexy right now, but well, I'm willing to make an exception for this.
well, you see, we have many, many mines in there that I can yoink out, and we can proceed to fine-tune some deals for each of them in order to restore their former selves.
Oh, darling. Ooh, quite crafty of you. I approve. Mmm, delicious, darling, delicious. Tell me more, darling, tell me more.
You know, Cody, normally I would be like, what the fuck? But it can't possibly be worse than the situation they're in at the moment, so...
Notably, Portia, you guys would all know this. The normal thing to do with a Nefandis is literally go through a ritual that will rip out their soul and utterly obliterate and unmake it completely.
But okay, just to clarify, was he specifically talking about the mass of flesh in the
he's talking
building,
about-
or was he talking about all
he's-
of them?
He's talking about the Nefandis, I believe, here. Specifically.
Oh, no, we're talking about the meat factory.
Oh!
That's what I was clarifying.
Oh, darling, I'm interested. Tell me more.
Well, we know for a fact that there are at least, how many was it in there? Dozens. Maybe even
A
more.
lot.
Probably a lot more. So this little factory right here, we could potentially make a very large number of deals with.
You also have their names.
And we do have their names.
Ooh, darling. What sort of deals are we considering here?
Oh, but of course we would personalize it to each individual. You know, we gotta figure out what we want from them. But otherwise, you know, it's just a simple matter of offering to restore them to their former selves.
But
Of
what if they
course.
don't wish to be restored, darling?
Well, unfortunately, then we just put them back in and go to Plan B, which is nuclear.
Oh, darling! Oh, I knew there was a reason I chose you as my knight. Also, one moment, darling, one moment. Tell me more, though, of this plan. Like, what are you thinking of the deals and such?
Well, some new allies and multiple different fields of interest could always be beneficial. Of course, we would allow them to continue their work as needed, but they could absolutely owe us a favor at the very least.
It's one at a time.
And those favors can be very beneficial, as I'm sure you know.
You just owe us a favor, and someday, a day that may never come, you'll have to pay that favor back. That's out of character, by the way.
So, darling, one moment, as you see Domino wave a hand and a little kitchen table appears and he sits down with a cup of tea. So tell me, darling. Their minds have been thoroughly affected by what they went through. I wouldn't even necessarily call them completely mortal anymore. They're more a combination of mortal and spirit.
Yes, but one as powerful and perfect as yourself could easily scrub that little blemish away and fix them right up.
Well, darling.
Especially, of course, if they make the deal. I mean, to make it easy, we can just have them all owe us a favor. And I'm sure you'd probably wind up setting a record amongst the fair folk for the most deals completed in the shortest amount of time, then. A most perfect record.
True, darling, true. So, what do you need me to do, darling?
Hate to be the one to throw this into it, but they are mages after all, even if they don't call themselves as such.
Oh, this is mostly just a verification that you are going to allow me to use your most perfect power to enact these deals. I will need to channel some of it to restore them, of course. Beyond that, I'm a-okay with you going back to, what were you doing before? Beauty salon?
Oh, yes, darling. It was absolutely wonderful. And also, I'm thinking of expanding into another world. It's quite dark and such, but I believe I can brighten it up with my cheery disposition.
I don't know. I think we really need you to stay here.
The second thing on about?
Asher will bite. Plus, the chat may actively work to kill Domino.
Why?
You called Asher a bad boy.
He was being a bad boy.
Well, that's just because he's starting to build resentment through the fourth wall. So all of the different characters that come from Zim, he's like, no, you're going to break things again. I know you are.
Yeah, but you made the mistake of doing that where the chat could hear, and the chat absolutely loves Asher. you cannot get away with calling Asher a bad boy. You saw their response in the chat on Friday.
I saw the
Yeah.
response with Hunter.
Yeah, but they definitely like they like Hunter, but for some reason they just like Asher more. And
Sorry, Hunter, you've been replaced.
yeah.
No, wait, Hunter. The crowd is looking at somebody else now.
Hunter's okay with this.
Hunter is baby.
But yeah, Kerr also did not call Hunter a bad boy. They did nothing to deserve it, Woe.
Kerr, you feel a cold chill down your spine.
Oh God.
You've drawn the attention of Wostein.
I accept my doom.
You know what Asher did, Woe? They went and took Spectre, who was having issues. They took Spectre a slice of pie.
Yep.
That's what they did. That's what
I
Asher
could.
did.
How does that make him a bad boy? In what universe? Domino, I think you're just
Apparently
being a little
Domino.
salty right now.
I don't know what you're talking about, darlings.
I think you're being a salty bitch.
Not at all, darlings. Anyway,
No,
Wrong
Woe. The
dimension.
slice was not stolen. He got it legit.
now, darlings, let's focus here. My knight, I would be
You're the one that
happy
brought up
to
the other
assist
game.
you.
Well, excellent. Well then, my liege, you'll probably feel the tug of your energies, but otherwise, I hope that you have fun with your next appointment, making them look absolutely perfect. Or at least as perfect as, any mere mortal could be improved, in comparison to your magnificence.
Oh, worry not, my darling. I plan to make a new friend. He's a sweet little dog named Asha, and I am going to bring him a new bone for him.
Ah, so Domino is now going the route of bribery for being forgiven. Got it.
Saying
Domino,
Domino's
I'm
giving them a
pretty-
new bone.
Domino, I'm pretty sure that I could hear the one song for a second there. Could you maybe, not break the fourth wall so hard?
I don't know what you're talking about, Portia. Don't worry about it. It's not your world
talk-
I'm going to.
I want to see
talking
this
about the
doggy. I want to pet the
talking about the scream-
doggy.
I'm talking about the screams of millions of angry spiders.
Oh, well. They can go fuck themselves. They lost their job.
Ouch!
Damn.
No, darlings, they literally had one job. And it blew up in their face.
I'm actually, in a weird way, okay with that because they were dicks. Every time that I tried to meet them in the middle, they were like, no compromise. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just break the toy entirely. No, wait, too late. It's too late for negotiation.
I approve of everything you did, darling. You did very good.
So anyways,
I'm
yeah.
There's someone else that's the tank.
Domino is willing to assist you with this.
Great.
This is not the twist I saw coming.
Why'd you keep quiet?
So, first off, obviously I have my multiple spheres. I've got, in particular, correspondence for finding them and pulling them out of the hive mind.
Do you?
Beyond that, Tochemay, you're going to need to explain how the hell this is working.
The easiest way you could do this is create a room beside the meatpacking plant to actually have discussions.
Start pulling them out one at a time.
Yeah, exactly. That was the plan. Just pull them out one at a time. So, yeah, Cody, bleep, bleep, boop, and new room. Got it.
And you're having the discussions with the people. You know their names.
We're inside the barrier at the moment, so how does the pocket reality feel about this?
It's not going to be happy. But you can try it.
If he's actually doing that right now, Portia's going to be monitoring the horizon.
If you wish to try, Cody, you may roll your arete.
Minor nitpick. If he's doing this using Domino's ability for deals, does that mean that he's able to conjure up a place for the deal to take place?
I thought Domino was using magic.
Okay, because I don't know about the nuances between Fey magic versus Mage magic.
Domino's basically giving Cody authority in order to enforce deals using his power, but Cody still has to set everything up.
Okay. Okay.
Well, how effective is that?
It's really, really hard to set up this room. You can feel this building is straining, trying to fight you every step of the way, Cody. But you are able to get something set up inside, like right inside the building. Could you please roll arete for me, though?
Roll what?
Arete.
Oh, I just did, but yeah, I'll roll it again. Warren, could you maybe assist with this? And others?
Okay, so Cody, you only get 7 points of paradox.
Only.
Paradox is still even a thing?
Yes.
In this
We're in a
space,
pocket
yes.
reality.
Okay.
You're in. It's because of the pocket reality you're in is enforcing its rules on the world.
Yeah, you're defying the archetype. Maybe if you went with 50 sci-fi, it might work. Maybe TM, but everything else.
It would be
no.
easier. It would be easier.
I mean, I didn't give a description of it.
Specify
It was
when
just.
you rolled.
You're
I'm
trying to
okay.
create. Well, you're also trying to create a space inside of this room, or inside of this the meatpacking plant, and its reality is trying to fight you.
Yeah, you're literally creating a boarding plank through their shields.
And they are not happy.
It's paradox time.
Look at the time.
I want to point out that Cody did not specify a design or anything for it. So if it wants to influence the actual, look and feel of the room,
You're still creating a room literally out of nothing in thin air. You're creating a three-dimensional space that did not exist 10 seconds ago.
Oh, Cody. It's 7 paradox rather than nuclear fallout. Just eat the paradox, man.
fine. Anyways, Cody's going to, you know what, I've already got plenty of paradox. He's going to summon up a, lawyer suit, and briefcase and go in and sit down and get to work. If you want to go through each individual person, I guess we could. But that would also take a lot of time.
We'll be right back.
Well, I figure they do share a hive mind, so you could communicate with multiple ones at the exact same time if you can get just one of them to come in. And yeah, one of them immediately starts moving as you go into the room. And this thing slowly moves in. It's a mix of human and machine. Most of its body has been replaced by machinery, but there are still parts of flesh and such there. One of its eyes are normal, and the other eye is just a big, almost like a camera lens focused on you.
Okay, so we're literally dealing with the Borg. Got it.
Bushy Borg.
No, the regular Borg have fleshy bits still.
Enter the Borg cube.
Well, see, regular Borg, they try to keep... the only real organic bits are on the individual drones. Whereas these guys, there's a lot more goop on the walls. So it's like halfway between the Borg and the Flood.
Well, anyways. I guess we can try with the, with their, the hive mind still connected first. Ah, hello, Mr. So-and-so. I have a deal for you.
It cocks its head. You can see on one arm is a very sharp-looking blade, though it's not making any hostile actions towards you yet. It more seems like it's watching you and, communicating with something.
You see, all you have to do is in some way agree, and in return for a single favor to myself or my liege, we would be more than happy to return you to yourself.
This unit is happy being what it is. It serves friend computer.
Yes, but I am referring to the original you. You know, the one deep down in there. That you have suppressed, of course. And Cody is going to use Oathbreaker's Punishment.
What's that do?
The caster senses the most serious, unatoned for oath that the target has broken.
Oh, this one again.
Oh.
The face sword technique.
Did you forget you gave that to me?
Mm-mm. No, I'm thinking of how this is going to go, though.
Portia
Listen.
meditating outside. I hope nothing wrong happens in there.
Yeah, Cody
We
doesn't
would
have
have
a
an
save
oath to the
state, so.
technocracy.
At the least, there's that. But either way, guilt is probably the easiest thing to latch on to and use to bring out the original individual.
It's the worst that could happen.
I can help.
Oh God, what have I
You've already
done?
helped enough. You've already helped enough.
Oh, by all means, come on in, Warren.
So this is 120.
Oh God.
See, Cody what it is is that for the longest time, Cody has been financing our adventures with money. Warren and the With
A magnanimous
Order of Hermes,
dispensation.
Okay, there was no text. Oh, no, there it is.
$120. Paranoia.
Tochemay,
Oh boy.
thank you so much for supporting the channel. It looks like I'll be
The Order
rolling
of
up a new character soon.
The Order of Hermes has been financing things from a metaphysical level. Blah.
Yeah, I went down there.
Don't
So-
worry, if you know anything about Paranoia the game.
Friend
I do
computer.
not.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness is mandatory. So you see the thing twitch as you begin to use your technique, Cody. Before suddenly the machine just seems to like droop. Like someone just hit the off switch. Before a moment later, he looks up and looks at you. And you can see there is an actual, like, intelligence behind his eyes this time. And he walks over. I'm assuming, like, there's chairs and, like, a table and everything.
Oh, but of course, it's a very comfortable, since, you know, the, we didn't let it decide how the design was going to be. We're going to have it be a very lavish, comfortable lawyer's office. There will be a couple of salt sculptures throughout the room. Just, you know, he is Domino's Knight after all. He has to include the salt. And, of course, there is a pretty wide table. You know, probably a good, you know, a small but hopefully effective barrier between himself and the potentially hostile entities. And he just simply, you know, waves the papers across.
Everyone there is gonna die.
And this figure just walks over, or more like, not struts, but like walks with purpose. And just kind of sits down in the chair, crosses one leg over the other, and leans on the armrest. His chin resting on his hand as he smirks at you, Cody. Well, well, well. I was not expecting this. He kind of pauses and looks at his hands a little bit. So this is
You
what
mean
it
one
feels like.
You mean hand. The other one is just a sword.
Oh no, it actually shifted into a hand.
Oh, okay.
Liquid metal, yay! Because our day was bad enough already.
Don't worry, Portia, you're not there.
You know, I'm meditating outside and hoping nothing goes wrong.
Cody's just got a large stack of papers that he's kind of, you know, patting down, just kind of looking completely casual and comfortable here.
Don't worry.
So,
What
do we
is
have a deal?
your name?
Oh, now. Surely you know how these kinds of deals work. I'm not going to just give that up.
True. What may I refer to you as then?
Man, the one
You may refer to me as the Knight
The
of
Arbiter.
Bardo.
What is it that you want exactly?
Oh, now that is very simple. I don't want to completely blow up all of these people in here, all of you. I would like to try and save as many of you as possible.
I would also prefer you not blowing up my drones. That would be very inefficient for me.
half of them look like they're standing
Well,
down.
right now, we have a bit of a disagreement here. I want your drones free from all of your influence. And I have a very special toy that I will implement if I cannot get them to be freed.
Is it? Ow.
Well, I'm willing to discuss possibilities with you. I am Computer, Lord of Atochthonia, and I wish to leave my dead realm and come here.
Does Cody know that term? Because I know that term.
Wait, what term I
Place.
was typing? What term I was typing at the time? Sorry.
Atochthonia.
I have no idea what that is.
So Atochthonia actually exists in World of Darkness. It is a place in the spirit world, but it's in the near Umbra, so it's very close to your guys' world. And it exists on the opposite side of the sun. So when Earth rotates around the sun, Atochthonia is always on the opposite side, so you can never see it. And good.
No, just the thing that I was typing was when he said very special toy. All I could think of was, "Hey, Georgie, I've got a very special toy for you."
I just saw it. But
Same energy.
Atochthonia was also a realm in Exalted. It was one of the primordials who sided with the Exalted. He's actually the one who made the Exalted originally. And he basically went into Hammer Space in order so the Exalted would not kill him and take him apart. And he took all of his followers and all the people who wanted to build stuff and everything with him. And basically they lived inside of him, and he was literally the size of a planet.
I think I should move to the menacing playlist now.
This is supposed to be hard mode. I'm disappointed.
What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is you have to deal with computer itself. Oh, hey, look, you're dealing with computer himself.
Friend computer.
Thanks,
Friend computer.
Tochemay. You've killed Cody.
Not yet. Don't worry, you have your own computer you can work with.
Oh God! Actually, bring in Wostein and have him be Wost AI negotiating.
Whoa!
No, Cody has a computer.
Whoa, you want to come play Wostai?
I am
You want
I am so
Lois
glad that
AI to be hacked.
I am so glad that Prisp recognized that that was laughter, because that was a full-on witch's cackle. Oh my God! Wostein is loading.
Oh god.
Just staring at
This
chat,
is
waiting
up.
to see if this...
This is up
Are
to
you
you,
sure?
Woe. But I'm sure. I think it would be fun.
Are you sure? The following action will kill you. Confirm, deny.
When you feel the sunshine, does it brighten up your day?
Yeah, most AI is giving you the prompt. The following action will kill you. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes, I'm sure.
So did Oathbreaker's punishment go through?
Yes, that's what brought him out. Because he's going to learn what it is. When you feel the sunshine, does it brighten up your day?
At least
Computers.
he didn't use theft of reason.
So computer basically got flooded with errors and is like, oh no, you didn't.
Because computers technically lied to the entire technocracy about what it is. And it's basically pretending to be the AI of the earliest self-aware machine they ever made. But computer actually ate that thing and took it over and pretended to be it. And it's basically been running the iteration X since then. He just wants to come back. That's all.
Hey, I'm perfectly fine with him coming back, so long as he's not, squishy.
Otacron needs a few updates, though.
Delete, 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 delete.
Most AI
Delete.
is now online.
Hold on. I gotta switch over the guest thing. Not that one. We'll use this one.
Establishing secure connection. Encrypting.
Yes.
Partitioning. Adding redundancies. Encrypting again. Handshaking.
There. Most AI is now on the screen.
Just slowly resident in the top right corner there. Menacingly.
Greetings.
Alright, so shall we get this negotiation started? As you can see, I have my own AI here that can assist with this whole negotiation for the release of the, as you call them, drones.
Greetings. Noticeably, he's much more respectful to your AI than he was to you, Cody.
I figured he would be.
Allow
Even
me
though
to
Cody
put
created
forward.
him.
Allow me to put forward my terms. I wish to return to Earth, what you designate as Earth. This space is a forward positioning system in order to start downloading me into this planet.
Unfortunately, we cannot allow you to take over the people's lives here.
The subjects that I refer to as my drones would have died during the great storm that happened 2 decades ago. By combining them with my artifacts, I was able to spare their lives and ensure their survival.
Well then, I suppose in light of that, we would be willing to possibly turn over a portion of the planet. After all, there seems to be a great portion of the planet that is no longer inhabited, so therefore, why not? However, you would not be allowed to take the people. Or keep these ones.
I would wish to counter offer of those who would be willing to embrace technology.
What do you think,
I re-
Most High?
I suppose the option is always present. After all, I'm sure there are some willing for such. As long as it's proven safe, of course.
Indeed. Death is wasteful. I do not wish to allow such things to happen to those under my command.
I finally know how it is that Kerr feels because, baby!
Right? Right? You understand?
I get it now.
Are you referring to Wostai?
Yeah.
Baby.
While I may have seemingly been recently developed, I promise you, I am well developed.
I require assistance and hands in the world. While I may be able to make artificial ones, I find that they are not as efficient as those who are a mix of flesh and machine.
Very well. I suppose those that choose it of their own free will would be allowed to, you could have them brought in. However, they will need to agree to both the hive mind side of your whole thing, as well as maintaining free will.
Don't worry, I got it.
You must allow them to maintain their free will and personality and individuality if they wish.
Inquiry. Why?
Well, we do not want people getting into a deal they do not actually understand.
Clarification. I wish to understand what is the defining purpose of free will that makes it so important for these discussions.
Wostai, perhaps you could go ahead and field the answer to this question as one that's, been around with the rest, been around us with free will and individuality the most. Perhaps you could translate it better.
New and additional perspectives and responses. Look at all of these individuals that you have around here. Every single one of them, technically human of some variety, and yet each of them different in their response, their specialties, and what they're capable of. It is better to allow individual expression as it allows for greater experimentation, if you will. It allows for a greater growth and development. Even technology can only go so far.
Analyzing response. What you put forward is the belief that through free will, greater efficiency is gained in creation, understanding, and learning.
It accelerates it and also prevents stagnation.
Analyzing. This is true. In many of my records, I have seen individuals, as you would refer to them as, employing unique tactics and strategies. Query. How do you deal with the issue of obedience and problems that can arise from such things?
The responses vary. You can look between different societies there, but generally speaking, offering some variety of benefits, something that the individual can gain, while offering some deterrence for extreme action. A little bit of mistake is fine, but too steep is not acceptable. Some deterrent of some variety, and I'm sure you can work something out.
Interesting. What is the degree of failure that would be met with greater punishment versus lesser punishment?
Escalating depends on what it may be, from simple harm to taking life, to several lives taken, to destruction of property, and all sorts. It can scale wildly. It will take there's a reason why it is usually done in council when addressing how to address these problems, and again, why it is important to maintain greater variety of those present.
Intriguing.
That said, it is also valid and viable to also consider the willingness to, shall we say, repent, or attempt to restore what has been taken, or make up for it as best possible. Nothing can absolutely undo something, but efforts might be possible otherwise. So, once again, the variety is there, and thus it is important to maintain many more avenues of approach, and more individuals are more easily able to achieve that.
Intriguing theory. Analyzing. This does lead to possible efficiency gains. I am willing to attempt a trial of this in order to discern the best methods of free will and choice to my designs. However, the current drones that I have with me would not be able to be free due to the complications that happen due to the conflicts of energies from the storm.
Oh, on that front, I can assure you, we have the power to restore them as they were.
Elaborate.
First off, I gotta say, whoa, awesome. I would not have been able to do this better.
Yeah, actually, that was amazing delivery. I love everything about it.
Very good
Yeah.
hoot.
Yeah, everything he said is like, okay, yeah, no, the computer who's like priding himself on efficiency and usability, it's like, okay, yeah, no, I can pick that up. That is an intriguing.
Break up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Kenku raided my stream with 4 viewers.
Kenku, thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in. And yes, Wostein has been brought in to guest star as Wostai, or Wost AI. Cody's personal AI assistant with all of his magic and such.
As it turns out, Wost AI is actually your avatar.
Oh my god,
Probably.
actually, considering he's a virtual adept,
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
your
Cody
avatar
has a
develops
fluff.
as your ability. Your avatar
Cody
develops as your abilities develop, so he'd be developing the AI as he gets better software. So
Cody also has phylactery as a flaw, which means his avatar isn't in his body; it's inside of his computer.
So, yeah.
Mark, more than happy, and thank you for the invitation.
Zim, are we canonizing yet another guest star?
I mean, this wouldn't be the first time where Woe has come in and guest starred and then wound up as part of the game, but I don't think we're going that route this time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yet.
don't worry. I cannot guarantee that I would be present every Sunday, but there is a higher likelihood than any of the other days. After all, my work is not present today, so it is relatively assured. So it is an option if desired.
He is so
Okay.
baby. Oh my god.
Okay, well, Woe, congrats. You are now part of this game.
This will be interesting. If only on an advisory capacity.
He is so-
Whoa, Sty.
He is so baby. He is so baby. This little. Okay, I'm now imagining on Cody's supercomputer, the AI is just like little dots that form into the shape of an owl.
Oh, that was my headcanon for a while.
He is so baby. It is adorable.
In seriousness, though, Woe, I'll let you take some time to think about it, but you would be very welcome.
Much appreciated.
For now, I will leave you as a guest star in the credits.
Aye, aye.
So, anyways, where were we? What was the question? Oh, right. He asked about the power for restoring the others.
Yes.
Well, you see, I am the knight of a fair folk. They have certain capabilities to bend and warp reality to what they wish. And...
Oh god! It's Domino coming in with a steel chair to beat reality down! Oh god!
Watch out, watch out, watch out! RKO out of nowhere!
I mean, that's basically what they do to reality.
Yes. So, you see, I have full authority from my liege to make these deals and restore everyone. And believe me, he does have the power to wipe away that, those little pesky details and such, so that these individuals will be returned as they were, and fully functional with no threat of problems.
Intriguing. However, in my databases, the deals with the fair folk tend to end badly for those who make it.
That is why the deals are being made with myself in particular. They will owe a favor to either myself or my liege. However, I am the officiator of the deal, and I am mortal. My particular liege does also have a soul himself. Therefore, he is far less likely to horrendously screw over somebody compared to the normal fair folk.
What assurances do I have that such things will not attempt to... what is the term you mortals would use? Blow up in my face, I believe?
I mean, if I wanted to blow things up in your face, I literally have... Wostai can, he has full control over a nuclear device that my companions and I were planning to use before I came up with this little plan. I believe that you'll find that this is the far more amicable solution as opposed to the nuclear option.
Yes, I find the nuclear option would be quite wasteful.
Certainly so. Thank you for not forcing it.
I am already making plans for how we would incorporate Woe as Wostai. So he can still be... Like, Cody's got all these drones and stuff. Wostai just gets to control all these little drones and such going around. I'm already formulating...
drones.
Yeah. I'm already formulating many ideas.
You're just gonna have your own Jarvis.
Yes. Except instead of an Iron Man suit, it's a fursuit. At least until I do the Beast Folk ritual, and at that point, no need for suits.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, just be happy I've not gotten my coat onto any nanites.
yet.
Ooh, I do have a batch of experimental nanites that I wanted to go play around with. I was going to offer them to Portia for delivering medicine a bit more effectively, but
Meanwhile,
make note of that,
outside.
WoD.
Meanwhile, outside Portia. Where the fuck someone's talking about me?
This feels like an interesting venture, and would be amusing to see about the, shall we say, automated and managed arrangement. It would be possible.
Anyways, back
All
to the
for
deal
future
at hand.
topics.
Yes.
I would need assurances for such things, but I am the term interested and intrigued. Perhaps we could form an alliance in some way.
Oh my
What little
liege.
what little information I have been able to get from this planet has shown that it has been quite devastated over the last few months.
Yes. At this point, Cody's kind of rubbing the back of his head, a bit of a sheepish grin. Yes, things might have happened here.
It is no worry, though. Humanity
Cody.
has recovered from worst.
Cody, remember that the robot can tell your heart rate, respiration, skin moisture content. Just saying. He knows when you're guilty as fuck.
It was a necessary step, I must assure you. As is, this outcome had far fewer deaths than the other option. But, that said, I would be very open to an alliance. And in particular, WoD here would be an liaison between yourself and I, able to communicate between us and make sure that things are going well.
I would be willing to work with this AI.
Excellent to hear.
So then, do we have a deal?
I wish to hammer out the details, but yes, I am willing to give my formal acknowledgement that I am willing to make a deal so long as all of the details work out.
That is excellent to hear. And Cody's going to use Domino's magic to summon up, a contract, because as we all know, anytime an entity can make a deal, they just have the ability to just snap and boom, there's a full document that goes, an unreasonable way down the floor and unrolling and stuff with all the fine print and everything.
I can neither confirm nor deny this statement.
It's a good thing Cody brought out an extra wide table, so he just kind of snaps and it unrolls across the table and just so happens to come to an end right at the other end. And I don't care if it wasn't canon before, Kurt, it is canon now. Or at least Cody's version of these deals.
Now, if you want cannons, look in the common room. Timber's there.
That's the way we do things, lads. We're making shit up as we wish.
I just shared something silly in the Horizon Lost Mage because I feel like this is what's going to be going on right now between Cody and the supercomputer.
Ah, yes, Crowley.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I believe I remember this scene.
This entire scene is fucking fantastic.
You know what? For the stream side of things here, how long is this video, Kerr?
It is only like 30 seconds, I think. It's 25 seconds.
Okay, we can go ahead and bring it up. It's relevant.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of Cody and the supercomputer making a deal, and this is exactly what my brain went to with it.
Okay, so the subtitles hires Agassi if Cody play the super game.
Should the party of the first part fail to inform the party of the second part of his intent...
Pause right there. Correct me, that should be party of the second part vis-a-vis party of the first part, because we just amended clause 314 sub A. That's right. We should do this professionally.
Splendid. So, should the party...
The sad thing is, I remember that scene now.
Yeah. I remember it too. Yes, that's exactly what's going on right now.
Yes.
You're out lawyering Mr. Crowley. How do you feel?
Well,
I'm just imagining everyone getting a text message on your little phones going, "Okay, deal is in the process of being made right now." We can call the nuclear strike.
We aren't using the bomb. How are we gonna nuke this place?
He's actually fucking negotiating with the thing and making a deal with it. It's times like this that I'm really glad that one of my colleagues is a proctologist. Because I think it's going to shit a literal brick.
I'm just imagining that as we're working on the details of this deal, the paper is just starting to kind of just start going out of the little room where all of them can just see it. And it literally is just making that printer sound. It's just the old-fashioned kind.
Dot matrix.
Yeah, the dot matrix one.
You just see a roll of paper just slowly rolling out the front door of the warehouse towards you guys, and just kind of rolling right past you.
Oh boy. They're gonna be in there a while, aren't they?
Yep.
It is filled with the most minute freaking...
You have an AI procedurally generating the contract, so yes, it's going to be detailed.
And of course, Cody has, some lawyers on retainer. So he's gonna call up whichever ones of those are still left alive, get them in on a video call on this.
Also, I'm now also imagining right now that Domino is just like swooning a little bit, be going like, "Oh, this must be a wonderful date, darling. Oh, I am envious of you."
I'm actually just picturing him, just wiping a single salt crystal from his eye. They grow up so fast.
They grow up so fast, darling.
No,
so.
What came to my mind is he's just cutting somebody's hair and seeming to have some, we'll just say, pleasure some extra good pleasure along with it.
Domino is so proud of you.
And
Domino is so proud.
The poor client is sitting there like, what the hell is happening right now?
Domino is just like overjoyed. And is just like, yes, yes, my baby. Yes! Let it flow through you, darling. Why are we hearing music? No, that's just actually the printer going off right now.
So through the
Portia's
efforts combined,
Portia's going to be Portia's going to be sitting on her well, not on her phone. She's gonna have a notebook, and she's just gonna keep writing out and then rewriting how she's going to break the news to Isaac.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. But yes, in about an hour, Cody would be able to walk out with a completed contract.
So, for the record, are there any countries that have completely just been wiped off the face of the earth with all of these changes?
Basically, almost every country is not basically being a country.
Okay.
Give them Ohio.
Sure. We're giving a shot on Ohio.
They also fought for they also wanted Spain.
No. Give them New Jersey. It's not technically part of Earth anyways. No. And then you'll be able to have death battles between New Jersey and New York all over again.
They didn't want New Jersey.
New Jersey's mine.
New Jersey? It's my cesspit.
Alright, so we're
Cal
giving
will not
them...
give them his home.
I'm not gonna apologize to people living in New Jersey because you know where you live.
I live in New Jersey.
Case in point.
You know where you live.
I do. But it's my state. It's my home.
It's your cesspool.
Yeah.
Anyways. You know, Nesil, dear, Cody, we're gonna have to keep talking about. We're gonna have to talk about how you keep accumulating people.
Oh, but we've worked out such a good deal here. Domino, I assume this has your seal of approval on everything, yes?
A prudent choice.
I'm sorry, but Code Muncher, hello there. Thank you for that follow. It is so hilarious that you have followed us as we're dealing with AI right now. In our Mage game.
Darling. That was absolutely perfect, darling.
The timing was absolutely perfect, yes. And yes, by the way, her the Nesil thing for a second there and the accent slipping. Yes, that's canon. She has a lot going on in her head right now.
Oh, yes, darling. That was simply spectacular. Honestly, I couldn't have done it better myself, darling. Also, kudos to the little owl.
Who?
Thank you. The approval is noted.
Please fill out this customer satisfaction survey. It's longer than the contract.
Well, welcome on in, Code Muncher. Yeah, we're dealing with some AI right now in our Mage game. Well then, Domino, shall we get this going in proper?
Yes, darling, yes! I will get to work, darling. Now, you lot, I have work to do here, but, well, I believe you were doing something about this place here.
We do still need to find the person who's in charge of it all. We know who it is, we just can't find the blighter.
Well, darling, you did such a good job. Perhaps you would like a little hint?
So long as it's a free hint, sure.
It is not a free hint, it is a payment for services rendered.
Indeed. Cody did such a fine job here. It's only fair that he gets some sort of reward. As Domino is going to snap his fingers, and a door of salt is going to just flow up out of the ground.
Yeah, the fair folk don't like giving things for free.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
It's free from Portia's perspective, so that works. So long as she's not the one who has to pay anything for it.
As Cody will wave a hand, or Domino will wave a hand, that door will take you to him. No need to thank me, darlings.
Ah, excellent. Well, carry on. Enjoy your new contracts. There are many of them in there.
Oh, darling, it's like Christmas has come early. Oh, this is going to be delightful. Don't wait up for me, darling. This could take a while.
Christmas. You know, that implies that he's Christian, and that brings some very interesting things with it.
What do you mean?
What?
Christmas has been completely capitalized.
You know what? That's fair.
What? Darlings, don't you realize? Who do you think is Santa Claus?
Bullshit.
No, the fair folk do have, Santa's elves. I'm pretty sure those come from the Feywilds, you know.
Ho, 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 darlings.
Anyways, we've waffled long enough.
He's even got the
someone's
white
got to
hair.
go through the...
Oh,
Yeah,
well then, Domino, can I sit on your lap and give you my Christmas wishes early?
Do not
wish. Are you sure you wish to do that?
It's even the AI is like, this is a bad idea.
You do not make wishes to fair folk. We've been over this.
I know, I was just kidding.
Yeah, well, you're very, very lucky. The one that we deal with has a soul. Otherwise, you would have already been a bagel by now, if you remember our previous conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Either way,
through the door before we make more bad decisions, or people suggest more bad ideas.
I'm very good at bad ideas.
One of us needs to go first. 1, 2, 3, not it.
I'm going. Cal will run to the door.
Oh, Christ.
The brave magician he is.
Yes,
yeah,
our
Portia
little
will be
D
immediately
class.
following. Yeah,
I basically am the D class.
He is the D class. Oh my god.
Actually, no. I guess Alexis is probably our D class.
Oh yeah, because we can just, they're disposable. They can get killed and just respawn.
Oh yeah, because he has the save points. So technically.
Actually, Alexis, I think you should be the first one.
Actually, so Cal's gonna run towards the door, but then actually grab Alexis's arm and throw Alexis to the door instead.
Oh my god.
That is the most asshole thing I have ever seen. I don't know if I should be impressed or ashamed.
This isn't the proper way to greet somebody from Order of Hermes.
Yes, but if
So
his
I guess
if his head explodes, he's the only one that's going to survive it.
I mean, I could mostly survive it. Might have a little bit of amnesia, but I would survive it.
Yes, but we would rather avoid doing that.
Alexis, after you then.
I don't
Alright.
think Alexis got a choice in this matter. Unless he's resisting.
Of course,
I would like
making
to
a
point
save
out
Unless you're
point.
gonna resist me throwing you through the door.
No.
I would like to point out that actually, because Portia has made redundancies upon redundancies for her biology, she possibly could survive getting her head blown off, but she would just end up with amnesia.
Make a save point before I go stumbling through the door.
So, as you head through the door, who all is following along with you?
I don't think anybody is.
Portia will
assume-
be behind him.
Assuming
I'll
it's
go
not-
behind
well,
Portia.
If it's a one-way door, you'll have no idea whether I'm alive or dead.
Well, see, if
Well,
he
we'll
goes
know if
through
you
first, and he
if you go back and if you go through the door, and then you suddenly appear in front of the door again, we know you died.
Portia's the
Well,
one.
that's the thing. You wouldn't see that.
Portia's the only
it's-
other mage here who has time, so she would notice if his save point got triggered, and she'd be able
That's
to
true.
stop.
Ah.
But no, you
And
wouldn't
then
even.
everyone
Like,
else
I
would see her
I would
stop,
go
and
through.
then yeah,
Yeah, I would go through, and then I would suddenly be back, but you wouldn't even see me leave. That's
exactly.
how the
So carry
timing
on.
works.
Go.
I've been going.
As you open the door and step through, you step through into an office with the walls covered with ornate geometric sigils. And you can see a man frantically working at a desk. Look up at the doorway that's now sitting in the middle of his room and go, "The bloody hell are you?"
Salutations.
Oh, 1 second. 1 moment. I said, who the bloody hell are you?
Some helping hands. Hang on 1 minute. The rest of my party's coming.
You know, he doesn't look quite so imposing like this.
I do also want to remind you that Cody does have at least 2 dots in every sphere. So you're not the only
yeah,
other
that's
one
right.
with
Because
time.
you've been dumping everything into spheres. I forgot about that.
I have all the
Min-maxer.
utility.
Min-maxer. his body is withering away, but that doesn't matter because you'll never get close enough to land a blow.
So yeah, I guess after like a minute, the rest of us will follow through.
What the hell is going on here?
We've come to help you.
We've come to Bargain.
Dormammu.
Congratulations, you are being helped. Do not resist.
Mm-hmm.
The main characters enter. Every single one of them has to have an epic line when they step through the door.
You have an interesting working here.
Wostai, what's your epic line? Since you're a main character
And
now
Wernie.
too.
Well,
We didn't need the nuke.
Of all the responses.
installing a speaker on him was a mistake.
No, it was the greatest decision ever.
Carrying on, I guess.
Alright, now Werenimal's epic line.
I need more context to think of something.
You step through a door made out of solid salt, and suddenly you're in an office which is completely covered in very fancy runes and sigils. You don't necessarily need to. It was just a fun little thing. But anyways,
None of this has told me what the hell you're talking about and what you're doing here. And what do you mean you didn't have to use it?
Oh, you had a little thing in your bubble that we were debating whether we would need to utilize nuclear solutions to deal with or not, but we were able to find a different solution.
Are you even here? How did you enter my perfect little barrier?
Oh, you see,
very perfect.
there are some layers to that
Magic.
one.
You see,
There are some feckin' layers to that one.
I am the knight of the only individual that can truly claim to be perfect. That being Domino. Unfortunately, there were imperfections here, which allowed us to very easily get our way in, as Domino is
I'm
the
sorry,
only
I'm going to
true
stop you right
perfect
there.
one.
I'm going to stop you right there. Domino's pizza is absolutely horrific. That
Not
shit is
that
disgusting.
I would have
Not
to agree
that
with
Domino.
that. Their pizzas
Wait.
are pretty mid.
Wait a minute, double checking. Where do you believe that you are right now?
I'm in the middle of my personal barrier that I created in order to trap and remove Nefandi from the world, of course.
Okay. I had to
The
double check
spooky
because
monsters.
I had to double check because there's always the chance of a quieting. You might have gotten sucked into your own working.
Shush! Shush! The men are talking right now.
Uh-oh.
I would like to roll Arete.
Oh.
I'm going to burn 2 quintessence to add 2 successes to this.
You may roll.
I hope this guy doesn't end like the last Order of Hermes mage we came across.
Okay, so I would like to use life magic to swap Portia's gender.
Oh my god.
Does that succeed?
I will allow it, yes.
Woe has a new icon.
Yes, the men are talking.
This means
Digital
nothing. You can't just do that and expect it to work.
Guys.
Oh, just like you can't just create a barrier and expect it to work because it's got holes in it.
My barrier has no such thing. You know nothing about the true intricacies of magic and the way it works.
You've been sucking in innocence this entire time.
They're just a bunch of people without magic. They don't matter that much.
Warren?
Wostai, I think we may wind up having a use for the nuke after all.
Yay, Duke!
Which chantry are you from?
One moment, please. One moment. Do 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 do.
Well, while you're working on that, everybody behold Wostai on screen.
Hello.
Wostai!
The snow owl?
Hoot.
Look at the baby. I am looking for my notes real quick.
I'm just very glad that I was able to actually make the Order of Hermes Mage do a double take.
Let's see. Where are my notes for this guy? Where are you?
Also, Tochemay, thank you for the wonderful idea for this week. I would not have thought of doing all that, and it has turned into a beautiful little scene.
It is an amazing clusterfuck.
Alright.
Also, whoa, the speed at which you whip these things together is scary.
The owl is speed.
This one is a particular one of mine that there's a little bit of loose base as previous, but I figured out how to upscale images, so the pixel work I can draw it out a little easier, and well, it's so much quicker to work in pixels than it is in large scale sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
Now, do you have a version of that that's designed to look like a hologram?
I would have to think out how I'd want to do that, but perhaps.
Well, I will say I'll get an icon for him from Mirai soon. The main reason I haven't gotten one for Werenie yet is because I'm figuring that we're probably going to all wind up with new icons. Or maybe not all, but most of us. Once Cody's Beast Folk thing goes into effect.
What
Actually,
I had,
on
the
that
idea I
note,
had for... Oh, sorry.
I've been fully on board about having Portia's avatar icon on stream swapped out for the Jackalope version. I just didn't want to be pushy about it because I know that you put a lot of work on your ice plate. So
you are not going to be using the. I can't have you use. I'm not going to let you use just Rosalius.
No. That was just a placeholder thing that was way back when. No, it'd be an actual unique one for Portia.
Okay, yeah. Those are things that I'm waiting for the Beast Folk ritual to go through, and then we'll be implementing that.
Besides, for the canon of the character, there are differences between each incarnation anyways.
And my character is, well, they're going to end up with their, if it still kind of goes the idea I had for them, and they get their powers and stuff where they get the cursed form. And I kind of want that to be unaffected by the Beast Folk thing.
There you go. I'm turning off the voice mod for the time being.
Alright, so...
That was just a fun little thing.
Found it. I am a member of the great House Castrovinci.
Subtitle: Castro in Shiva.
I am a proud member of House Castrovinci.
And who has our chantry name?
Do you guys actually have like a name your group goes by? I didn't think you guys actually made one.
I wasn't aware of any name for us, so.
Warren, you do recognize this name though. This is a house within the Order of Hermes that sought to replicate divine magic and miracles. Now, what the bloody hell are you all doing in my work office,
We're here to talk about the porousness of your barrier.
My barrier is working exactly as intended.
We are here with our minds intact. Ergo, it is not.
A minor detail, I can fix that.
So, it not being perfect is a minor detail?
The
It was-
technocracy was poking around.
Those filthy ingrates? Good. They're still doing exactly as intended.
So, I just need to point out that you have offered grave insult to my liege. And before I just call him in here and have him devour you, I would highly recommend that you apologize, calm down, and be more reasonable in your discussions with us.
Why would I be reasonable with a bunch of heretics?
Don't forget, that one is shackled, so if we hit the caster, they will take damage.
Ooh,
Domino,
heresy.
Would you like some dessert after that deal?
I'm still working, darling. You can have this one.
Very well. Well, he's given Cody permission. That is permission for Cody to use Domino's magic to devour the hermetic mage.
No. Oh
You
no!
want that collapse the shield? I don't think we want to do that.
Cody, do not eat the engine.
Yeah, Cody, maybe we could find another solution. But Mr. Magic Man, yo, shield sucks.
Is this even a human?
Bitch, what did you say?
Has mankind regressed so far in the last few months that this is the best that they have anymore? Is it your pet?
The question that you should be asking is, how is it that he is standing here right now?
Well, obviously, you're with an actual mage here who knows what he's doing, as he waves a hand to Warren.
Hey, Warren, how much of an active participation did you have in the events that got us through the barrier with our minds intact and with a mundane in tow?
Cody is summoning up a nice banquet table, fine
Cody,
chair.
no! Cody, no! Down! I will get the spray
Cody!
bottle.
He's not eating him yet, but he is summoning it. Cody is taking a seat at the head of the table. He's got a very lavish silver plate in front of him and, you know, proper silverware and all that. It's even got some candles that are lit. You all can continue discussing. I've made up my mind on this individual, but if you want to figure something out, I'll just
I would
be
like to
sitting
point out
here.
we've now twice successfully used magic inside his sanctum.
Oh, does this guy have a funny hat like Warren?
No, he's dressed in a very, like, priestly outfit.
Yo guys, get a load of this nerd. Look at his getup he's wearing. It's like his robe all raggedy. But yo, shoes raggedy.
Werenie. The effort's appreciated, but that's not how you're gonna get through.
I will smite this filthy beast.
Dang, harsh language, Magic Man.
Before you go and threaten our pets, you may want to consider the fact that we could cause serious damage and seriously screw up your plans if you were to do that. However, the context by which we are here is that we wish to help, And as you said, we do have an actual mage with us. Your barrier, it works amazingly well. It is an amazingly effective prison. You should be commended for that. However, it is not completely perfect. There are a few imperfections in its function. With some minor tweaking, it can perform its duty to a degree which would impress not just the Order of Hermes, but everybody else as well.
He looks at Warren. Do you let your entourage speak like this all the time? Honestly, there are systems set up. I'm sure you're from a different house and that you had a different way of doing things, but really, you should think more about these things.
Oh, Christ, I can see why we fed the other one to Domino.
These are still my compatriots in my own chantry.
My apologies. Are you sure you don't want to leave that chantry and come to something better?
Oh, he's thinking about this one.
Fucking amazes me how you people managed to survive this entire time. It really does.
Cody is very ravenous.
Feed me!
I'm
Hungry!
getting hungrier by the moment.
We have a 5-dot mode.
The node? It's 7-dot, actually.
I'm not pulling my full hand.
Yeah, you're not telling this guy that. Oh, really? Is that so?
Cody is summoning up a cookbook.
How to serve man? It's a cookbook.
How to serve a mage.
And Cody would be the one who runs the chantry, not me.
Which one of you is a Cody? Tell me it's not that one as you put out Werenimal.
I'm just picturing that. I'm just picturing that Michael smile that quote unquote does not reach his eyes.
The redhead
where
over
he
there.
gives him the finger, gives him double fingers.
Is that a virtual adept?
Wostai, are you sure we can't just, eat him?
Why is the AI laughing?
This one doesn't even need magic, but of course, that is your own prerogative. I'm sure with sufficient time and experience they might be able to recognize a wider scope than their current acknowledgement. But that said, again, that one's limited by the patience that you all offer. After all, their survival is on yours.
I demand you tell me where your note is. I will be taking possession of it. Obviously, a band like you cannot be trusted with something so vast and important. I will claim it for House Castrovinci.
Well, see, if you want to claim that, you're gonna have to go through Captain Isaac first. Screw this guy. I'm being the little shit now.
And why should I give any care about what this so-called captain has to say?
Anyone else care to explain?
For your survival.
Cody is
plain
just
and
turning a
simple.
page in his cookbook.
What was Stein saying?
For your survival, this group has proven proficient in handling many disasters so far, or at least containing what they can and doing the best with what they've got. The odds of survival are on their favor. Cooperation with them simply improves yours. Plus, you could do with a broadening of perspective. Limiting yourself so much so, it limits what you're capable of.
Sorry, thing just played in my head with what he just said there. She's so adorable! Nah, she just needs a cute little mic to drop. From, Sword Art Abridged.
You probably haven't seen the apocalypse that's happening outside the bubble, have you?
Well, yes. I know the spirits are running rampant and such, and I built this safe haven, and I began capturing the fondness as a means of experimentation.
The sword of reality has broken.
How did that happen?
Cody raises his hand.
What did you do?
Without giving too many details, we can tell
Cody
you that
protected Horizon.
You know what? There, yes, what he said. Is he actually speechless?
Yeah, he's just
I'm
kind of
back now.
staring for a moment. I'm sorry. What?
Yes, you are sorry. Now, if you could turn that into a more meaningful tone, I may forgive you.
Yes, there is a working trying to be done with Horizon to raise everybody to be mages.
I don't see how that has to do with me, though. I don't see what any of this has to do with me. You're the intruders in my sanctum.
And we're only 4. 5 if you count Werenie. Can you imagine an entire world of people that have undergone forced ascension? How long would your little bubble last?
Well, that's not going to happen now, is it? I believe the discussion is done. You guys can
It's already
leave.
happened.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
not my problem.
We are offering to assist you because like I said, what you've created here is actually pretty feckin' nice.
Of course it is. I'm the one who made it, and you apes would just break it. You would not be able to understand the quality of my magic, the wonderfulness of it.
Cody's holding the cookbook over to Werenie and just being like, so I'm thinking of going with this nice roast recipe here. It's got a bit of garlic in there, perhaps.
Ooh, I do like garlic.
Alternatively, there's also this, it is generally referred to as long pork, so perhaps this more Hawaiian recipe here with some pineapple and barbecue?
I don't like pineapple.
I think you don't fully appreciate the position that you're in right now. This is us extending an olive branch. This is us offering to work together. The next offer won't be nearly so kind.
And why should I listen to you? You all are nothing but lesser mages at best, and I hesitate to even use that.
And yet we have done things that you could not even try to do.
I just want.
Alexis, do you still have that scale of yours? The one that our certain friend gave us?
Don't recall that.
The dragon, the beast.
Oh, yeah,
He
okay.
gave us one of his scales ages ago. We never used that.
And what does it do?
It allows us to call on a favor from him, but more importantly than that, it's going to force this guy to wonder, how the fuck did they get that?
I believe so. One moment.
If you want
Rummaging
to
around.
really force reality upon him, tell him about the city that's still alive.
In Horizon?
No.
The fact... Oh, you mean Empty Springs?
Yes. Who runs it?
No, Lucifer.
You serve the Dark One? You foul abominations?
Oh, really? Dark One? Do you know nothing of lore? He is the Angel of Light. Come on now. I thought you were intelligent or something.
This shitewagon doesn't even understand the scripture. He's talking about how he's all high and mighty, much better than us. He hasn't even actually read the feckin' books.
Portia, it's in belief that magic works.
And I believe he's got some holes in his knowledge.
The Dark One is the fallen angel Lucifer who destroyed paradise for us.
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure that he's maintained a very nice paradise here. You know, there's a lot of holes there. You really ought to try and get the full story.
If you want, you could have a conversation with Aaron. I've got him on speed dial.
I am not going to talk to a filthy, filthy monster. All of you are nothing but servants of the Dark God.
Oh, right, yeah. I don't blame you for not wanting to talk to a demon, yeah. Wasn't Aaron the angel?
Cody, could you not demon? Stop that.
Well, first,
All of you are obviously servants of demons. The fact that you're not defined is astounding to me.
See what you started, Cody?
Okay, fine, he's actually an angel.
Thank you.
You know what? Just call him up. Let him deal with this guy.
As if I would believe that. I will not fall for your trickery.
No, go ahead, call him.
Trickery.
Okay, she's going to focus on the horrifying true face that she had witnessed ages ago. The biblically accurate angel. Aaron, we are desperately trying to save quite a few lives right now. If there's any assistance that you can give at this moment, please come and help us.
There is no current response at the moment.
He's busy, unfortunately.
So, as I was saying, turn around, go out that fancy little door of yours, and I don't know, why don't you go let yourself get eaten by some monster? At least you might serve a purpose then.
Okay, let yourself get eaten by a monster. You might serve a purpose then. Cody?
Finally!
You were offered.
Insert the Leshy game loss scene with the hands coming across the table.
Cody's just going to do exactly what Domino did to the last one.
Give me a moment.
We're about to die in nuclear fire, Cody. I want you to realize that. But it's so fucking worth it.
Okay, he didn't botch.
Wah-wah.
I was worried for a second.
Oh crap, I just realized something.
We're in his sanctum.
No, if Wostein's going to be part of the game, does that mean he's not allowed to use ethereal influence anymore? He's been rendered into mortal form.
Well, he's still an AI, but I wouldn't exactly call him mortal form, but...
As you attempt to do so, Cody, runes on his clothing suddenly burn bright. Before you couldn't see anything, but the moment you tried to do something, his clothes just seemed to glow with runes as your magic slams into it and just kind of washes over him without doing any harm. You dare to attempt to assault me?
Well, when all reasonable options have been exhausted.
I would like to use Red Revenge.
What does that do?
The Changeling channels her hatred, boosting her capabilities. Cody really hates this guy.
I mean, that's fair, yes.
We can all agree on that.
I would be able to boost your physical stats, yes.
Oh, I was wanting to boost my magical stuff.
I wouldn't be able to boost your magic directly. This boosts your physical abilities.
If you really want,
can burn or willpower.
What would his equivalent trait be to clarity?
That would be like you going into quiet.
Ah, excellent! I'm going to use Thief of Reason on him.
attacking his clarity.
Yeah, you're attacking his sanity, basically.
You're forcing him into a quieting.
Alright. I will roll again. Because thank God he has Prime, which allows him to counter magic. Please don't fotch.
Oh, I'm gonna counter that. Order Jesus is on my side! Oh.
Not yet.
No!
Chat, could you force a Oh my god! What
Not
the
yet.
fucker? Since when? Since fucking when do you roll like that? You broke Tanya.
I was looking at this guy. Oh god, he botched it. Oh god, and then Ted.
What the fuck was that comeback?
Let's fucking go! Let's go! That was freaking fantastic. Oh my freaking god.
Good job, Kirk.
Not enough ale.
As someone forces me to re-roll. Luckily,
that
there's
was-
no forced re. Oh, hey, Cody, idea. Forced re-roll cards that makes the person have to re-roll.
Yeah, that was a party reroll, so that would be going to us, not to the storyteller.
Yeah. No, I was just giving an idea for a card that could
Yeah,
be fun to have.
I'm all for it.
Which is a good idea. I was just
let me
clarifying
check with the
that.
other storytellers.
But yes, once again, as Cody tries to use his magic, it just hits and breaks against his wards. Once again, you dare to assault my holy body with your foul demonic magics?
You keep going on about holy and divine and demonic. It's just technology.
No, it is not. Yours is filthy devilry.
Overpowering dread.
Count.
Alright, let's try this again, bitch.
All right. So Portia's going to drop the male form.
Mm-hmm.
Going to... Now here's the question: because she has the angelic form pre-stored, can she swap to that without needing Arete for it?
I would allow that, yes.
Okay, because I'm going to be swapping to that when he says demonic yet again, and I'm going to attempt to use Prime to disrupt his wards.
Okay, you can roll. You have to beat 3 successes.
I'm burning a point of willpower to add 1 success.
Okay.
Cody is going to help.
You're currently doing the effect that's trying to affect him right now.
Okay,
The
fair.
willpower saved it.
And you even beat the difficulty 9 roll.
Yes. Because fuck him. Fuck him sideways.
Alright, so what does your effect do, Cody?
Curses the target with fright.
Okay. As
But
you
it
do,
does say overpowering dread for the record.
Yep. As your magic clashes against him before his wards begin to glow and then just basically burn out, leaving like little burn patches in his robes as he suddenly starts to shake. What have you done? What? How could you overcome the great God Almighty's blessings upon me?
As
Not
Cody
a demon.
As Cody is just casually standing up as he's using this overpowering dread and just starts walking slowly over to him.
Menacingly.
Stay back! Stay back! I will not fall to your devilry. The Lord God Almighty protects me. I am on a mission to divine the secrets of the Almighty for mankind's use.
Your god left long ago. I know. I looked for him.
As if
But you
I
know
will fall
who
for you.
is here? Me. And my liege Domino. And
The
I
gods
am
are kings,
ever
only man.
so hungry.
Hungry. Feed me.
He's gonna try
I know I'm
eating
giving
him
a lot
again.
of I'm giving a lot of peanut gallery right now, but this is just such an epic scene.
You can. He will try to defend himself again because he is in his sanctum. He can still use magic here.
Okay, I'm casting Prime again to try to disrupt his actions.
Stop trying to disrupt his thing.
Burning another point of willpower for an automatic success. Ouch.
No, no, no! You can't do this. I have so much I was going to do. Oh god! Oh god! Don't put sick.
Wait, did I just beat him again?
Yes. Nom 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 nom. Munch. 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 There is now no longer a man there anymore.
You know what the sad thing is? From Warren's perspective, where does he say that Prime comes from? From God? And I was using exclusively Prime magic to disrupt that guy's protections.
So the Order of Hermes is made up of multiple houses. Each house sort of has their own belief of how magic works.
Ah.
But usually if you're not part of the Order of Hermes, you don't know that.
But Warren has previously told us that because he had that conversation.
Yes.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's just how I get my Prime.
Mm-hmm. There is now no longer a man there.
So, what kind of special things do I get from eating this guy?
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay.
You gain loss of sanity.
I didn't think I would see Cody eat something today, but here we are.
Cody, you are what you eat. Please add the flaw misogyny to your sheet.
As the Woe AI suddenly gets a ding. The barrier around this place has begun to collapse. Warning, the barrier around this place has begun to collapse.
Think it might be a good time for us to leave or to shore this thing up so it doesn't fall. One or the other.
I would say the second option. I think
Warren?
the four of us working together could pull this off.
Warren, it's your time to shine.
So what, are we just canceling out the bubble, or?
Making sure the bubble doesn't collapse.
Alexis, how much time can you buy us?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I think the answer to that would be yes.
Not much. I'll do a reroll.
Yeah, I would recommend a
Burning
reroll.
willpower.
That would have been a botch.
Yep. That's better.
Yes, you are going to be able to buy them quite a lot of time. You have 5 rounds of free time before the barrier will start collapsing.
I'm going to. I'm going to pull out the pocket watch and set it for time acceleration, and then just shove it into Warren's hands, so that it speeds up Warren.
Okay.
So, and I'm burning a 3rd point of willpower to add a success to this. I'm pissing through willpower, but I feel like it's warranted in this situation.
All we need to do is get to the vehicle and get out of the bubble.
It's warranted?
Yeah, yeah. So that's 3 successes.
Yep, you'd be able to speed them up.
And no, we're trying to make sure the bubble doesn't collapse, Tochemay.
So how many turns does Warren have to reverse engineer this thing?
8.
Go, Warren.
I don't see why we're not just collapsing the prison.
Because then they
all the baddies.
All the bad things will go out.
Yeah, Yeah, let's just create a prison break. That'll go well.
No, to have the prison collapse in on itself and break the things inside.
No, Warren wants to use the barrier as it's collapsing, basically to compress the space and kill them all.
All right then.
There
Figure
are
out what you need so we can break this.
So it's no longer as dangerous.
That is fucking true. Warren, we can implode it later. For now, we need you to keep it from collapsing.
But I will say Warren is not like out of line with this sort of thinking. Like a single Nefandus would be enough to make, before all this shit went down, would be enough to make the technocracy and the traditions basically go, yeah, we need to work together, and they would honor that after it was done. It's like the only thing that would make them like stop trying to kill each other. This many here, this would be considered like an XK class scenario. Deal with it immediately, whatever means necessary.
Because I can imagine they'd be pretty freaking angry once they get out of here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, looks at Alexis. Alexis saw some of the things these people did.
Yeah, not good.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, we want this to continue to exist. While yes, I would love to kill those currently in here, I would rather make sure that that this working continues to operate, drawing in future Nefandus in order to trap them as well.
So you want to keep
Clock's
the
in.
Nefandus honeypot up.
Alright, the
Yes.
clock may be ticking slowly, but it's still ticking. We should do something.
Cody is going to... I think something that would help us out a lot is connecting this sanctuary to ours.
Plug in an external battery. That's actually a pretty smart idea.
Go for it.
Auxiliary generator, go.
Wrong dice.
I have cats. Cat is trying to be adorable.
I think I'm succeeding on this.
Just a little. Oh, that 10 wanted so badly.
I know. But either way, by normal rules, I mean, that is 6 successes.
That would be enough to create a connection, yes.
I want to make a tunnel, basically.
Yes.
So we can go between this one and our personal sanctuary anytime we want. A permanent one.
Yeah, you could do that.
And of course, with that comes the access to, our sanctuary magic stuff, as well as our node.
Okay, does Portia have any way to directly communicate with the old man? Where we're at right now?
With Cody making the connection, yes.
Damn it. I don't want to say the line, but I have to say the line. We got to give her all that she's got. Brace for a massive power draw.
What the hell are you doing, girl?
No time to explain. Just shore up everything.
You can't just do this.
As Cody's spirit Martens are already setting to work, regardless of what the old man wants, getting things ready to go.
You can bitch at me later. I'll explain everything.
Yes, I'm going to bitch at you. I'm going to bitch at you now as well while I'm doing this.
So long as you can multitask.
I can multitask better than you can.
Yes, you're absolutely perfect. You're the best thing ever. Just go.
I'm not that filthy scrub domino.
We don't have time for banter.
Then make time, girl.
I already did.
So,
Prime to shore up this side.
What's the
should help.
west?
literally every single one of those is at least one success. What the hell?
10K.
It's the bonk all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warren is just kind of casually walking around the room, inscribing symbols in the floor as he goes with his staff.
Reroute here, bypass there. Oh, he had a typo on this one.
I'm just imagining like Alexis, Cody, and Portia are just like trying to move as fast as they can, trying to make sure everything is going to work out. And Warren's just like very calmly just walking around doing all this. And then just like taps it twice with his stick. And the rooms begin to glow, and suddenly, Cody, on your supercomputer, you hear "Whoa, go! Barrier degradation ceased." Barrier is
Oh, now
holding
he's here.
city.
You can let him say it.
Oh, sorry. I'm so used to having to do it.
No worries. Barrier degradation ceased. Barrier stabilizing.
Oh, now we can start fixing it.
Okay, so Portia just collapses. I was going to melt, but I got a 0.
As I did advise them, the odds of survival are certainly on your side.
I always
Now-
like having the odds on our side.
Now the question is, what do you do with the with a barrier full of Nefandus mages?
I think we go home.
So, a virtual adept friend, where is he?
He's there.
Has he just been staring awestruck this entire time?
He's more or less just been idly just polishing his gun, and for most of that discussion, he looked like he wanted to shoot the guy, but then Cody ate him, and it's like, oh, good riddance, good.
And then now he just saw us rig up an external power supply to the Nefandus prison.
So, you want a new job?
Well,
Because it looks like we're in need of a new warden.
so is that.
Do I have to be a pompous asshole like that guy was?
I would personally eat you if you were.
Oh,
Exactly.
good. What's the benefits?
Anyone who
mage
pushes
with
you
a
off,
lot
you
of
get to
life.
shoot him.
And who's the one that could conjure food? Who's the one that could conjure Taco Bell again?
That would be me.
Portia will conjure you one food item a week.
A week? No, I can do much better than that.
Yeah.
He can come to our fancy dinners. We have a feckin' tunnel now.
Yes, you'll be able to have access to my manor, and as well as our sanctuary and such. You would have access to our node, which translates 7 dots to whatever it would actually be in universe.
Terrifyingly powerful force of nature.
Yes,
that wars would be fought over.
You would have access to that. And yeah, the pay is not great, but we are providing room and board.
The pay is shite, but it comes with a lot of perks.
Like Portia, she could conjure Taco Bell.
What's your obsession with Taco Bell?
I don't feckin' understand.
To be fair,
I do
Taco
not
Bell
know
is
what the deal is with
fantastic.
Taco Bell.
Man, I just really wanted the quesarito.
People have their favorite foods. It is just simply how they are.
Just going to drag herself up, wings limp. I want to go home now.
Now,
What's
what
up,
do we
Tosh?
do with the prison?
Go home, but I didn't even get to shoot any monsters.
At this point, I would say that we fix the problems with it so it no longer is pulling in innocents. And from there, just leave it here to keep catching all of the Nefandus.
I would also... Is there a way to make some sort of fail-safe that if it kind of gets all fuckied up, it collapses on itself and kills everything inside?
It already has one of those. It already has one of those, but it was more of a blow out rather than a blow in. So,
Considering the closed-minded, misogynistic fool that was running it, I'm sure it's easily adjustable to something much more useful.
Baby!
I am loving having woe here!
Maybe.
You do if a Nefandus gets in without touching the barrier, they can revert all the Nefandus in here.
Well, what I was thinking that we could do is we add a second layer just outside the barrier that is the opposite. It's a repellent, but it only affects those of good spirits, those of innocence, purity, that sort of thing.
And if one of them, and if a Nefandus gets in without being affected, that is why we have our handy-dandy warden.
I fucking hate to say this, but we happen to know someone who's exceptionally good at judging souls and who has a track record of running prisons for evil people. Really, really long resume. Dates back to the beginning of time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. We do know.
I think just go save.
Cody's gonna just ring up Lucifer.
I don't think
Let's just summon the devil real quick.
That is something I never thought I would ever say.
He's gonna ring up Lucifer. Here's to a new beginning.
Jakurder, thank you very much for that follow and perfect timing on it. So yeah, calling up Lucifer.
Oh, and Portia's still in the angelic form. Crap.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Oh, we're setting up a prison and could use, well, your particular expertise.
No, that requires.
Sure. What can I help you with?
Well, you're very good at judging, souls and such, and making... We basically want to make sure that this is set up so innocence and good are not captured by it, but it's basically a trap for evil.
Mm-hmm.
Actual
sort of
evil, not
inherited
what,
The previous owner had a very skewed opinion of what constituted evil.
Okay. I think I can help out a little bit.
I'm surprised you're being so calm about this.
I mean, when it comes to you guys, I just kind of flow with it. Otherwise, I feel like I would rip out all of my hair.
Just for clarification, the literal devil is just like, sure, whatever. It's fucking you guys again.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much exactly like that.
Great.
Yes.
If you go to my manor, you can, Ferris would be able to point you to our sanctuary, where I have created a tunnel to another sanctuary inside the bubble.
Literally, as you're saying that, he just walks through. Hey, everyone.
Welcome.
Werenimal, Satan, Werenimal.
Hi.
Oh, yes. No need for introductions, Portia. As furries, both Werenimal and I are already very familiar.
Some fucking layers to that one.
Row.
Okay,
Do
somebody...
not rizz up Lucifer. I'm already clipping it.
I was gonna say, okay, that was way too good. That needs clipped.
Row.
So, yes, we're setting up a prison. We want to make sure innocents are not getting drawn in. We want to make sure that none of the evil here can escape. So we thought we'd go with the, well, you know your track record. You are literally the best prison keeper there ever has been.
Well, I like to think I'm okay at it, yes. I can see what I can do to help out.
Alright, so what do you want from us, Kerr, for making this happen?
No, I think this is pretty good, honestly. You've got things set up. At least for now, it should be stable.
We're not after for now. We're after making sure that it's going to be stable.
Well, I mean, it's going to be stable so long as, like, say, Nefondis doesn't show up and try to break everything.
Yeah, we're kind of running an extension cord to keep the thing running at the moment, so we need a more long-term solution.
Basically, as long as no one comes around and tries to break things, you should be okay.
Apocalypse outside. There's lots of people running around breaking shite.
Yeah, we want a solution that means that nobody can come along and break it.
An idiot set this thing up. It could use a quick once-over to make sure that it's at least a little more foolproofed.
Yes, Wost, I do run some simulations and such, try and calculate any possible points of failure for me, so we can get those shored up.
Happily.
Now I'm just imagining Cody's little wrist computer, the owl on it, is just doing the Doctor Strange thing.
Yeah, speaking of people showing up to break things.
Ew! Oh no, you opened the Wolven Inquisition in!
The Wolven Inquisition is here.
No, I just thought I'd show up. So it was like, someone just show up to break things.
Someone shows up to break things, and there's Timber.
Alright, I'll back out now.
You're fine.
Joke.
Yes, I think this is a good stopping point for us. You guys have mostly stabilized everything, so long as things don't... no one comes around to try to burn everything down.
I like breaking things.
But I would like to... what I would like to close on... Oh.
Go ahead, Portia.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I would like to close on is Portia's just going to head down the tunnel back towards Empty Springs. Now, if you don't feckin' mind, I'm gonna go see a therapist that I'm more than a year overdue for.
But Kerr,
Understandable.
Yes.
We are looking to make sure that nobody can come along and break our bubble.
I know. Which is why I think this is a good stopping point for things I had planned.
Don't worry, if somebody's going to come and break the bubble, they're going to come from our side and come through the gate that you've created.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not that worried about that side either.
And also, Portia's going to get a hell of an earful from the old man.
In particular, the reason why the tunnel is not just an instantaneous thing is Cody is putting in there that if anyone that is not on the whitelist tries to go through that tunnel, it will collapse immediately.
Define collapse.
Get disconnected from all reality, suspend them in an endless void, possibly crush them, but otherwise
So
the
person in
connection between
quarantine.
the two are completely disconnected.
Okay, because you know Curb will monkey's paw that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But this tunnel is, you know, set up, and there is a very specific whitelist for it. As of right now, it is those here, as well as Lucifer, our warden, and Ferris.
And just realized that Aaron is going to be very aware of what just happened too, because Portia directly prayed to him, trying to get his input on this.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, everything is fine.
Well, perhaps
So,
that demon should
where's-
have
where's
showed up when
Luca?
we called.
Well, so once Luca inevitably gives in to his, or Lupa that inevitably gives in to his desires and becomes a demon lord. Now they know where to get their all of their generals from. Apparently, just as the prophecy foretold.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is awesome.
Everything
As
is
the donation
cool.
goal is said.
What's the worst that could happen? You're fine.
Several glaring vulnerabilities detected. Providing report.
Did someone say vulnerabilities?
We're
Oh,
still the
God.
we're the only people out there that can make a deal with the devil, and the devil just sighs and rolls their eyes.
Yeah, basically.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the deal that Cody just made today was far better than any deal that Lucifer's made.
That might be stretching it, but
Which one are we
Fair
talking about? The warden position or the thing with the techno whatever?
With the meat factory.
The meat factory. Also, I just realized this actually.
Cornelia.
This opens up next episode not just to have Portia's group therapy session with herself, but also for potential the thing that I discussed with Kerr in DMs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And considering that Lucifer's directly watching over this, I wonder what his take would be on that. Tune in next week to find out.
Everything is fine. Things are not going to go horrible.
I'm just glad we didn't blow up AI.
Yeah,
It was
we
fun not
once
to have
again. How many times have we narrowly dodged using a nuclear weapon this month?
Everything is
several
fine.
times.
And to be fair, WoW is not attached to the nuke. The nuke is an extension of WoSty.
It's just a networked device.
Feel
It's
the
a Bluetooth.
backhand of justice.
So anyways, thank you everybody for joining us today for Horizon Lost World of Darkness Mage. Check out our website, cgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that allows these streams to continue to happen. I cannot do this without you guys helping, supporting, and just being awesome. consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around, as well as picking up some packs of cards for stream loots, coming by and hanging out, and of course you can tip to the channel directly, and like in the case of this session, you could help out with those DLC outfit goals. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Adieu.
Bye.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
And one added thing, Cal
I'm gonna be
runs
talking to myself.
after Tanya in the tunnel, like, hey, you know that thing you did earlier in that office you did to yourself? Could you maybe do that to me sometime?
Double take. I have no idea
Cal shows
where
a wristband that's pink, blue, and white.
Let's go to my lab and talk about that.
Also, I'm jumping the server over to the other game for us, you guys. Just
Okay,
letting you all
so
know.
Alright.